So I absolutely love pranking people. It is like one of my like joys in life, okay? And so last night, Sean did something to Blake. Okay, Sean's my sophomore, Blake's my 7th grader. And so this morning, Blake runs upstairs. He goes, "Mom, Sean was really mean to me last night." I'm like, "Uh-oh, what'd he do?" Like, I had no idea. And Sean, they're brothers. They can be mean to each other. Well, he's like, "Well, let me show you." So he pulls up Snapchat and he had a video. Blake was in bed sleeping, and he's laying in bed sleeping, and Sean runs into the room and throws a slice of cheese at his face and like smack right in the middle of his face, and it like sticks. And that's all you see on the video. And so I started cracking up like crazy. And Blake's like, "Mom, you are so mean. You're not supposed to laugh." And he's like, "Okay, the real truth is that I was awake and we were pulling a prank for one of Sean's friends." So they totally had it all planned out. Well, let me tell you about one of my favorite pranks I've ever done. One time we were at DECA State, and so when we go to DECA State, we stay in a hotel. And I had about 10 students come up to me, "Miss Medlock, let's pull a prank on Mr. Krupa's room." And at that time, if any of you guys went to Stargate, Mr. Cable, the principal there, he's like the nicest person you could ever meet in your entire life. Like, so nice you would never want to do anything mean, even like a prank, a simple prank too. Well, he was a teacher here in our business department at the time, and he was rooming with Mr. Krupa. So I pulled about 10 kids together and we went down to the room. I went to the front desk. I said, "I'm a teacher. I need to get into my other advisor's room to get something." And they're like, "Okay, here's the key." Like, no questions asked, right? And so we marched down to the room. One student has this plastic fake piece of poop, and the girls brought like all this makeup. We brought toilet paper from our rooms. So we go in there, we jack up the heater all the way, we toilet paper, somebody put the poop on the toilet seat and then did like skid marks. And then the girls are doing stuff all over the mirrors with their lipstick and other makeup. And I decided to short sheet the bed. So do you guys know what short sheeting is? Let me tell you what short sheeting is. In fact, I will show you. So the sheet usually goes from, the top of the bed to the bottom, and you lay down and your whole body can just lay down flat, right? Well, when you short sheet the bed, you tuck the top of the sheet into the top of the bed so that it looks like the bottom sheet. And then you take the bottom of the sheet and you fold it up so that it looks like the top of the sheet, as if you made the bed. So then when you get into bed, you can't lay all the way down. Your legs stop halfway down where the sheet is folded over, okay? So we did that to Mr. Krupa's bed. We knew which one was his. Well, I had to go chaperone the dance. And when I got back to the hotel around 11:30 or so that night, my DECA president's sitting in the lobby, and she goes, "Miss Medlock, Mr. Cable's in the room, and he's cleaning everything up by himself, and I feel really bad for him." I was like, "Oh, shoot." Because here it is. We wanted to pull a prank on Krupa. Mr. Cable's too nice to do this too. "Oh, okay. I'll go see him." So I go down, knock on the door. Mr. Cable opens the door. He looks at me and goes, "Mrs. Medlock, do you have anything to do with this?" And it was like one of those little kids going, "No, maybe." "Okay, yes, I'll help you clean it up." Like, totally guilty, right? And so I go into the room. I help him clean it up. Cleaned up everything except the short sheet. So Krupa comes back later that night. He gets to go get into bed, and the sheets are short sheeted. And he's like, "What is wrong with my bed?" And Cable didn't know, but he figured it out fast. He's like, "Have you ever been short sheeted?" He's like, "No, what's that?" "Well, that's what it is, Krupa." So at least we got him on one side of things. There you guys go. That is my fun